Welcome back to the channel. TKO TV coming straight at you. Yes, I have a tiny microphone now, which means yes, we are totally legit YouTubers now. From here on out, it's just up. Millions of subscribers, millions of dollars. Why? Because I have a tiny microphone and a ring light. You can see it right there. We are moving up, baby. Let's go. All good things, but there's a bad thing. There's a thing that's going on right now in the world of MMA, in the world of combat sports, and it's a rule that's being broken. Now, we all know the rules. We know the rules of the cage, right? No eye gouging, no fish hooking, no groin shots, no biting, no hair pulling. All of those things are very well established rules. Everybody knows them. Sometimes they get broken. We're even understanding when they get broken because a lot of times it's an accident. Sometimes you throw a kick and it hits the wrong spot. Sometimes you put your hands out and, it goes dee dee doo, whatever. Most of the time it's an accident. Sometimes maybe not so much. John Jones. But still, there are rules. There are rules that are being, for the most part, followed. But lately, there's one rule that's being broken, and it's a big rule. And it's more of an unspoken rule, but it's a rule nonetheless. And that rule is if you talk shit, you have to back it up. Okay? It's a pretty simple rule. If you go out to a public place and talk a bunch of shit to someone, and talk shit about their family, about their friends, about their mama, about their whatever, religion, job, whatever, at some point you have to back it up, especially if you call someone out. Okay? If you call someone out for a fight and they accept, then you have to back it up. And sometimes the trash talk goes too far. I'm not a fan of the huge trash talk about stuff outside of the two people that are fighting. That's not my thing. I don't think it's cool, but it is what it is. We live in TikTok times. Okay? But when it comes down to it, everybody should have to pay for what they say. If they say something about this or that, and it's all in the buildup of a fight, then it all squares out when they step into the cage, right? It's the fuck around and find out. Let me fuck around and let me find out, right? Let me talk shit, let me back it up. But sadly, we're in a place where that's not happening now. And what's even sadder is a lot of times we as the community are accepting that. And it should be like a non-negotiable rule, right? And there are people out there that pave their own way, they make their own path, they do it their way. And that's cool. That makes the world a diverse and interesting place to live in. So I don't mind so much the rebellious spirit of people that want to break the rules. But this rule is one that we shouldn't break because it has to do with honoring the game, right? It's the rule. Like if I say this about you or about whoever, if I say something that I use fighting words with you and you accept the challenge of fighting me, then I give you that opportunity to square things up, right? But now with the world of, tweets and TikToks and all that, that's not necessarily happening. And it's up to us to make sure that that does happen. Okay. So most of you probably figured out I'm mostly talking about right now Colby Covington, right? Because he goes out and he talks all this trash about Ian Gary and his wife. And I mean, there's a lot available to talk about Ian Machado Gary. That in itself, Ian Machado Gary, who's not Brazilian. But anyways, he leaves you a lot to work with, right? But when you call him out and you make a challenge and he accepts that challenge, bro, you can't, I moved on now. I've moved on. That's not how it works. You make up like unrealistic um, provisions for that fight to happen. That's not how it works. Like you said, everything that you said, you got the guy's attention, you got him ready to sign on the line, and now you're saying you're moving on. You want to fight somebody else. You want to fight a guy who's got a title shot coming. All right. Well, you've already lost a few title shots. So should you really be the gatekeeper of that on a guy who's on a double-digit fight winning streak? Probably not. Probably not. Oh, so why don't you fight someone who's not even in the division? Let me pick on Charles Oliveira, right? Let me pick on a lightweight because I challenged a welterweight who accepted the challenge, but now I've moved on from that. So let me challenge a lightweight. Now, there is a slight chance that Colby's playing chess while I'm playing checkers. He's looking at the next thing ahead. Maybe he knew that Bilal Muhammad was about to get the fight announcement for the welterweight title. Maybe he knew Bilal Muhammad was going to Manchester to fight Leon Edwards. So he makes that call out. And then as soon as it becomes a reality, then he says, oh, well, let me change it up. Now I'll fight Charles Oliveira. I'll fight anybody except for the dude that I called out and the dude that accepted the call out. I'll fight other people besides that, no matter what. Not good. To me, it's like not acceptable. And it's up to us to say, no, you can't do that. That's not acceptable. You made the call. He accepted. Now you fight that guy. What can we do? We can bombard Dana White. Uncle Dana, put it in your tweets. Uncle Dana, no. He has to fight Ian Machado Gary. And you know what? I think he thought at first that I'm going to find the one guy that people like less than me and call him out. The clout chasing deal, right? He's actually going to make us like Ian Machado Gary more than him. Let that sink in. Could you imagine? That's the level you're on, where people like Ian Machado Gary more than you because you're uber douche. Uber douche. Very non-American if you ask me. It's up to us to right the wrong. It's up to us to make that fight happen. Start tweeting. Start doing whatever. Call Dana. If any of you guys have Dana's number, you're probably not watching this. But if you do, call him. Dana, make this right. Make this fight happen. Let's make America great again. Okay? Think about that. I'll be back later with some picks for this weekend's fight. So stay tuned and take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. And if you want to fuck around, then go and dare and find out. That's it for now.